Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids. Big news today on the Alice event that is coming on the 8th of January. We've got info on the fusion. We've got info on the new Odin level enemy, the event dungeon, new limited exclusive relics. We're going to break it all down. And also, after we break down the news, I do have my first full legendary craft for relics, plus an epic and 2 rares. We're going to see if we get anything good for relics at the end. I figured I'd save that for a video, so let's go. So one by one, let's go through this one by one. The event dungeon. Pinpoint is back. So simple enough, Pinpoint is back. Of course, you still have really crappy sets in there. Accuracy, crit rate, crit damage, curing days. You just sell those. Just look at these other sets pretty much as just silver farm. And then you're getting Pinpoint sets from the dungeon. This is maybe not super worthwhile for early or mid-game players. You might be better off spending your energy progressing elsewhere in the game, like just getting masteries done, leveling up champs, etc., focusing on fusions. For late and end game players, extremely valuable. Extremely valuable. I mean, just getting 2 Pinpoint artifacts, accessories, on a champion, that's 10% speed, right? For arena, for anyone trying to build any speed on champions, a lot of champs don't really care what their ring or necklace are. 10% speed can outvalue pretty much anything else. It's pretty big. Then obviously 4 pieces starting with 1 stack of intercept is extremely good on multiple champions. Really opens up debuff champions to be way more consistent in arena and whatnot. So yeah, this set is excellent. It's well worth farming for later endgame players. Endgame players in particular are probably going to be sinking pretty much all their energy into the event dungeon, I would think, to just get good sets of Pinpoint. Now, this is where things get spicy. They told us there was something new coming alongside Pinpoint, and here it is, Relics. As part of this campaign, 2 exclusive themed relics, epic and legendary rarity, will be introduced to the game. Both relics will belong to the Event Relic group. During the campaign, you'll be able to obtain unique crafting materials for these relics in some of the tournaments and events. All players can take part in the first event dungeon tournament. Get an epic relic from Milestones. So there you go. Hopefully, so Milestones, that says to me that, everyone can get it. It's not like come first place in the tournament to get it. I would not be shocked if maybe the legendary relic would be from coming first place. Or I don't know, maybe they'll just give you some crafting materials. So my understanding is that you will only be able to get these event relics by using the crafting materials. For example, if I come over here, when I'm crafting with Chimera, yeah, I have a 50% chance to get Chimera relics and a 50% chance to get normal relics. Presumably, when you craft with the event materials, whatever they are, you'll have a 50% chance probably to get the event relics and a 50% chance to get normal relics, would be my guess, or something like that. Bit awkward because there's no rare or no mythical event relic, so I'm not 100% sure, but I would expect something along those lines. And you will only be able to get the crafting materials from tournaments and events. So it's pretty likely that you're going to want at least probably 1 copy of each of these. This one looks pretty good. The more copies you want, the more, it's going to be important to do those tournaments and events. I don't know, maybe you'll be guaranteed to craft the event stuff. I don't know. Maybe it'll be just 100%. You just get it and you're done. We'll find out. I mean, this is all to find out. But yeah, the first event dungeon tournament, save up your energy. You can get the epic relic. It's probably going to take a lot of energy. And yeah, stay tuned for strategies on the event dungeon. Here's a look at the first relic. Let me zoom in even more so you can see it better. No name on this one, but this is going to give you a ton of HP, a bit of attack, and a little bit of crit damage. And 2 effects. Number 1, the wearer receives 5% less damage from enemies whose attack is lower than the wearer's. And that goes up to 10% less damage. So helping your attack-based nukers stay alive, not crazy valuable. Also inflicts 5%, going up to 10% more damage to enemies whose max HP is lower than the wearer's. This seems definitely to much more lean towards HP-based nukers. You know who benefits from this perhaps the most? He-Man will love this if you bought He-Man, because He-Man does have very high HP if he wants to load. The game has been very reluctant to load champions when I go into them. But because of his passive, where he stacks up his HP and he's got decent base HP, he can actually have both very high attack and very high HP. And there might be some other champions like that. And in that case, it becomes pretty good, right? For someone who has both high attack and HP, think about Toshiro as well. Champions like that can benefit from both effects. It's quite rare, but if you can, it's pretty good. You're taking less damage and you're doing more damage. I would say the more damage one is definitely more important, and that's going to be great for, like I said, HP-based damage dealers. For attack-based damage dealers, it's probably not ideal, unless you're trying to build them tanky. Could be okay for a Rotus, for instance, but yeah. Aside, yeah, some of those limited champions are going to really love this. Yeah, I'd probably put this on, probably on my Fralny. Like, just a HP nuker, I think seems pretty good. Just more HP, doing more damage. Bingo. Great, we're in. So that's the epic. The legendary relic, we've no idea what it is. It's obviously probably going to be better. So yeah, expect it to be pretty good. But yeah, you can definitely get this relic. Seems like a great one for any HP-based damage dealer, and particularly good if you've got dual scaling champions like Rotus and He-Man, etc. Now, here we come. This is a big one. The event dungeon boss. This is basically the new Odin, right? And at a quick glance at the skills, guys, as good as Odin. Crazy powerful. Almost definitely going to be the Void Legendary. My guess was Queen of Hearts or something like that. Going to be, I think that the top champion from the new event, almost definitely going to be the Chase champion. So someone you're going to have to buy lots of Void Shards, probably 4. Maybe they'll do a big tournament to win them. Basically, Odin 2.0. That's what I'm saying. Odin 2.0, and they are the boss of the event dungeon. Let's check it out. Let's go through the skill first, because that really defines things. Grants this champion an extra turn for every 10 buffs placed on the enemy team. If there's multiple champions, the skill only one will activate. That's crazy. So every 10 buffs in the enemy team just gets an extra turn. Like Sifi puts 3 buffs on everyone. She's putting out 12. Boom. Extra turn. Sifi turn meter boosts. Instant extra turn for this champion. And in fact, if Sifi puts 3 buffs on everybody, you'll even be 2 buffs ahead of schedule. You only need 8 more buffs to get another extra turn. This seems crazy. I wonder if there is a cooldown. I don't know. But incredibly powerful. If you can get this champion, that's going to be insane. And even more so, it's going to be very hard to fight this dungeon boss, right? Buffs are going to make it very difficult. You buff up against this boss, the boss is getting an extra turn. That's nasty. We'll come back to Deathbrand in a second because that's on skill 2. Skill 3, teams up with all allies to attack a single enemy. Before attacking, puts increased attack on all allies for 2 turns. Decrease the cooldown of this champion's skill 2, so that the skill 2 by 2 turns if the target is killed. We'll see what the cooldown on this is, but it's a Lady Mikage-esque move. Full team ally attack with increased attack. Incredibly good. Reducing the skill if you kill somebody. Very, very good. Now, skill 2, this is a big one. Removes all buffs from all enemies, then puts Deathbrand on the initial target for 2 turns. Also puts True Fear on all enemies for 1 turn. Fills this champion's turn meter by 5% for each buff removed by this skill. What is Deathbrand? It's a new debuff. Champions under a Deathbrand debuff will receive the Block Revive debuff when killed. Insanely good. So, nasty. Let's look at skill 1 as well. We'll break down why this champ is so nasty if it's not obvious. But skill 1, attacks all enemies, places decreased defense for 2 turns, and fills the turn meter of all allies by 5%. Just an AoE decreased defense. It seems to be 100%. 100% AoE decreased defense. So even just skill 1 plus skill 3 is crazy. Full team ally attack with increased attack, and they're doing an AoE A1 when they do the ally attack, and they're doing AoE decreased defense with turn meter boost. That's very good just by itself, but skill 2 is nuts. So let's say you go into an arena fight. Their Sifi buffs up their team. You then get an instant turn. You can remove buffs from all enemies. You get a ton of turn meter. You're putting True Fear on those enemies, and you're putting Deathbrand on a target. And if that target dies, you block revive. And that's what, so now you come in, you buff strip, Deathbrand somebody, True Fear them, get a bunch of turn meter. Then when you get your next turn, ally attack, and bam. If you kill them, right? If you kill them, you reset probably the cooldown of skill 2, and the enemy's block revived. That's an incredibly powerful skill set here. Super strong. Oh man, it's just actually kind of gross. This champion, like I said, I feel like this champion is Odin level, possibly even better than Odin. I think they seem to be crazy. Doesn't look like they have an aura, which is a strength for Odin. He's got a nutty aura, But yeah, this passive definitely reminds me of Odin a lot. Kind of a counter to Odin, potentially. Just Odin does a thing, they get a turn, and can strip all the buffs. Protection set, very important to fight against this champion. Yeah, this champ just seems insane. They're going to be crazy good everywhere in the game just because of ally attack, AoE decrease defense with turn meter boost is extremely good. And then particularly good in Arena, where this Death Brand block revive is clutch and the buff strip. So yeah, nuts. Then we've got the Fusion information. So the Fusion is obviously a different champion. They are not telling us the name, but the Fusion event will actually start on January the 8th. So it's actually earlier than I predicted. We really are jumping in very quickly. And that Fusion, so the 8th of January is, it's next Wednesday. So yeah, Fusion starts on a Wednesday? Sure. Yeah, earlier than I expected. That coincides with the launch of this event. So again, be doubly careful as of right now, saving your shards, saving your gems for energy, because you can very, very easily have an intense fusion on top of an event dungeon. I would expect the event dungeon tournament to overlap with the fusion. And just, you're going to need energy on top of doing the fusion. And you're probably going to want to do both. So yeah, make sure you're saving up your energy. Stockpile your resources starting today if you haven't started already. So yeah, very important. Anyway, they are from the Knights Revenant faction, a legendary Force Affinity support. Interesting. Yeah, and we don't know what their name is, but they are a versatile PvE support champion, specializing in spreading debuffs and empowering allies with healing, buff extension, and turn meter boosts. Their toolkit is designed to keep allies alive in the fight while disrupting the enemy strategy. Okay, it's a solid kit. Healing, buff extension, turn meter boosts. Just like 3 things that you love to hear on a support. Great. Sounds like it's going to be a decent amount of healing, but buff extension is always extremely good. Turn meter boosts are nearly always extremely good. Spreading debuffs is a bit more niche. That is good in Arena, but they're saying that they're PvE, so not Arena. So I'm curious exactly how it's going to work. Spreading debuffs can be very strong in Arena, though, and I would say that turn meter boosts and spreading debuffs is quite a nice combo for Arena. We'll see. Hydra, definitely. Spreading debuffs is good. Not good, obviously, against single target bosses. So for something like Chimera, healing, buff extension, turn meter, all amazing for Chimera. Spreading debuffs, not useful. So we'll see exactly how their toolkit works, but it sounds like they're going to be a very solid support champion. Yeah, I think probably worth grabbing. Yeah, very nice. Probably very, very good as well for Cursed City, right? Where you're fighting potentially double bosses and where, yeah, we'll see. Going to be good for new faction wars as well, if that's something that you're interested in saving up for. Yeah, I don't know. We will see, but I think it's kind of cool. Yeah, all right. I'm in for it. I'm down. Cool. But there we go. That is the info. So Pinpoint is back, which is obviously great. These relics, definitely spicy. I think you're definitely going to want to farm for that, especially just getting a straight up epic relic from milestones. I think is really good. So that seems like it's well worth doing. The boss seems nuts, and almost definitely the new Chase Void legendary. And then the fusion sounds solid as well. Let me know who you think the fusion will be. Knights Revenant. Bit unusual. Yeah, a Knights Revenant support-based champion about keeping allies alive and disrupting the enemy. Who would that fit in with in the sort of Alice mythology? I don't know. But hey, look, there we go. Exciting stuff. Let's forge some relics, shall we? Why the heck not? Let's go. Let's start with the rares. So the rares is most likely to be rare. Let's see. We got, oh, that's a great one. Yes, that's such a good one. Crit damage. Yes, yes, yes. Love it. I will definitely keep that. I think that's my first Malefic Talon. That's a really good damage dealer relic. And we go in again. It's one of the best rare ones. Ooh, this one's also good. Chimera group, the Molten Death Bell. I have this on my Armans right now. Bonus accuracy. And you get 10% turn meter when applying stun, sleep, fear, true fear, freeze, provoke, petrification, and sheep debuffs to enemies once per turn. Really nice on Armans. When he does the AoE stun, extra 10% turn meter. When he sheeps somebody, extra 10% turn meter. Pretty nice. Pretty great. That could also be really good on Mikage. AoE stun. Cool. She can also sleep with her A1. Right, that's a good one. The bonus accuracy is very nice as well. We will take it. All right, let's go in with our epic craft. Here we go. 36% chance to be epic, 4% legendary. Let's see what we get. What do we get? Another one of those. All right, well, probably don't need that many. No epic for me there. Now, this time we're guaranteed an epic, at least, but we've got a good chance for a legendary. Can we get a legendary? It's taken this long to save this up. This will make a big difference to the account. If we get a good legendary relic, huge difference. Huge difference. Will it happen? Oh, we got a legendary. Oh, and it's a really good one. Oh, Hand of Uncreation. That's a solid one. You reduce the chance of debuff application, buff removal, or steal effects. Turn meter reduction and skill cooldown effects by 10%. Yo. Oh, that's good. Where's my collection? Upgrade that. Wait, what have I clicked into? I want to upgrade this fella. Yes, upgrade it to max level. Ability level 3. So now, a bit awkward to see this. Very awkward to see this. Behind me, 51 accuracy, 16 resistance on this. And we have a 14% chance to just stop debuffs, to stop buff strips, to stop turn meter reduction, and to stop lockout. And it's got a lot of gem sockets. That is actually super nice. That's so good. This is amazing on anyone. I'm kind of tempted to put it on, maybe on like a Yumiko. I don't know. Does it even matter on a Yumiko? It might actually be really good on him. He's got like a junk thing right now. We could put it on him. The accuracy would be nice. Yeah, stopping this stuff is pretty cool. Oh man, what gems can we put in there? More resistance. So there's a bunch of resistance with the pentagonal. All right, that's not super useful. With these, oh my god, I've got so many dungeon delvers. Unbelievable. Wow, I don't know. Who should I, let me know, guys. Who should I put that on? Who should we put it on? That's insane. Yeah, that's just really good on basically anyone. It gives speed at level 15 as well, which is nice. I don't think we can rank this up. No, we need 2 more 3-star things. So we are getting there. Cool. Very, very cool. Okay. This is my first Malefic Talon as well. Let's see about leveling that up. Seems good to me. Rank it. I will actually feed it one of these death bells. I don't need multiple death bells. That gets it to level 2. And we can level it up more. I do have some 2-star things. Beautiful. And then we can put it up to 3. Very nice. So now we've got Malefic Talon. 21% crit damage. 900 HP. 20% chance to do 10% more damage. In fact, sorry, that's a 30% chance to do 10% more damage. Pretty sick. I mean, just straight up 21% crit. It's kind of awesome. What can we give it? More crit damage for every debuff. More damage to targets under shield. Or destroying max HP. I might actually give it more damage to targets under shield. I might put this on Narcies. I do use Narcies a good bit. That might be really nice for Narcies. Just give him crit damage, bit of HP, chance to do more damage, and let him do more damage to targets under shield for every buff on the target. Yeah, I think I'll put that on Narcies. Let's go. Narcies, enjoy. What's he up to? Ooh, 338 crit damage. Beautiful. I'll take it. Narcy's going to do more damage. I won't say no to that. Yeah. These are my arena champs, by the way. My main arena champs. So who of these do you think that relic would be good on? Yeah, go. It's a spicy one. We already have a good relic on Mikage. Well, good. We've got making your turn reduction better. We might be better off swapping that to a Molten Death Bell. What's this? Giving you more accuracy when removing buffs. This gives her more resistance. Not great. The extra accuracy for her would be nice for arena. Don't use her that much. Hard to say, actually, what to do. We could give... she does a sleep. I don't know. We want someone that's putting out lots of crit. It'd be good on... decent on him as well. Turn meter boost when he's freezing people. I don't know. Good on Freya. Good on him. Let me know. Give me your thoughts. We could give it to this guy. He does freeze. But he gets an extra turn anyway, so it's not that useful. Extra accuracy. Yeah, I don't know. There we go. Guys, I got a quote. My first legendary. It's the Hand of Uncreation. How good is... Quick glance. How good is that compared to everything? Okay, it's not... I think Wand of Submission would be better. Aspect of Seroth is interesting. Wand of Submission is definitely better. Reflecting crowd control back is crazy, and you get the speed pretty early. That would have been better. Gore Crescent probably would have been better as well. Maybe it is the worst legendary one. I don't know. So it's not the most insane, but it's pretty useful. Yeah, pretty cool. And when we fully upgrade that, you know, it's 20% chance to stop all that stuff. It's interesting. And the accuracy is nice. Anyway, guys, Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about the news. Let me know what you think about the relics. And I will see you all next time. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.